I'm going to teach you the bluest ocean strategy to grow your business that has ever existed. And what's so crazy about it is that, to me, it's my default. Like, I just believe that everyone's doing this, and then I find out that no one even understands it, let alone even doing it in the first place. So what is everybody actually doing? Well, they're doing that red ocean. They're going, okay, I'm going to try to build a budget and just run as many ads as possible on Facebook and YouTube and Instagram, and I'm gonna do that red ocean stuff. Listen, when was the last time you clicked on an ad like that and purchased something? I mean, I know there are people doing it, obviously. When did you do it, right? When was the last time that you did it? Cold, like you'd never even heard of this person. You see an ad for a widget, and you're like, wow, I can't believe that someone I don't know, that has no endorsement from anyone I know, has the widget that's gonna change my life. Like, how absurd does that sound, right? Just absolutely ridiculous. Now, one thing I'm a huge proponent of is brand. But what happens if you don't have a brand yet and you're trying to sell a product or a service? Well, once you're clear on who your ideal customer profile is, whoever that might be, and you might have a few of them, but initially you have one, the thing you should focus on is not trying to build a list of people either on Facebook or Instagram or LinkedIn and then send cold outbound messages to them or try to post ads that they're going to click on to purchase because they don't know you. You have no recognition whatsoever, and it's going to take too long. Let's just pretend that the average person makes a buying decision on a cold either ad or email after 15 touches, and some number like that, right? Well, 15 touches could probably take like 6 to 12 months, maybe even a couple of years, right? So you're going to have a sales cycle that's like 6 to 24 months if they ever buy. So how do you shorten that? You need a blue ocean strategy. And what you have to do is leverage the brand, the reputation, and the rapport that someone else has built over your ideal customer profile. Now you might say, okay, amazing. Why would they want to take my offer and bring it to their audience? Well, there's 3 different reasons why they're going to do it. So one of the reasons is that your offer makes their offer better. You could integrate whatever it is you do into what they're already selling, and the package is actually more valuable. So they'll make more money and create more impact because you fill what we call the offer void. The second reason why they might want to do this is because they've built a community, 1,000 people, 10,000 people, 100,000 people, and they want to make sure that they're always cool and relevant in front of their community. And the only way they're going to do that is if they're the first to bring new and exciting things to their community. So you fill what we call the cool and relevant void. You're going to plug right in with something new and exciting, and then they're going to promote it to their community because it allows them to remain relevant in the eyes of the people they care about most. And the third reason why they might do this is that they're looking for a sense of purpose. They've transitioned, they've sold a company, they still have some brand and a lot of rapport, and they're trying to find the next thing to sink their teeth into, but they don't want to start from scratch. So you can actually fulfill their sense of purpose void. And then as a byproduct, they promote. But the question is, how do you get someone or something like that to say yes to you? Because there's a sea of offers out there that might be as good, if not even better than yours. And it really is critical because there's one premise, and I've been preaching this for at least a decade now, is that when you're reaching out to these people or organizations that have influence over your ideal customer profile, step one is if you're going to do it cold, you have to make the reach out relevant. You have to find a way to connect the dots for them really quickly because there's other people reaching out to them like this as well. So you have to find a way to connect the dots really quickly. The second thing is just try to find someone that already knows them so you can leverage the rapport from somebody else who makes an introduction. So if you're starting at a 0 on the 0 to 10 rapport scale and the other person knows them well, so they're at a 10, well, you're at least starting at a 6 or a 7, so just faster to get to the point of them saying yes to you. But then when you're on that call with them, you have to collect data. You have to understand, what are they most proud about? Like, what have they already accomplished that just makes them proud? Have them talk about their past. Then have them talk about their present. What are they currently doing today that's super exciting for them? What are the initiatives that matter? And then have them speak into their future. What do they still want to accomplish? As you're collecting this data, it's critical that you're now trying to find some mechanism, as long as it's integrous, to plug your offer into where they are and where they want to go. And then when you speak into their listening, because you've collected all of this information, what's critical is that they walk away thinking this, that you're going to do it with or without them, and they can't do it without you. I want to make sure this sentence lands. You're going to do it with or without them, and they can't do it without you. So what that means, if you have a software solution and you want to integrate this software solution, this SaaS platform, into a management consulting firm's offer, and let's pretend that that management consulting firm is working with financial service professionals, just for the sake of the example, and they have a great offer. They offer COO services, CMO services, they offer business coaching services. They have a very high touch relationship with 100 to 1,000 financial planners. And you have a software solution that helps financial planners ensure that their day is fully booked with qualified leads. Let's just use that as the sake of the example. Well, you're gonna eventually get to their financial planners regardless of them. That's the air that you're showing up within. You're gonna get there with or without them, but they can't get there without you. Because they're not gonna go and spend $1 million or $2 or $5 or years building a software development team and building a solution like this. So you're gonna do it with or without them, but they can't do it without you. And I know I'm sounding repetitive. That's the air you show up with, not arrogant, conviction. You're gonna do it with or without them, but you're giving them the opportunity to plug your offer into their offer, and as a byproduct, leverage the rapport they've already built with an audience that doesn't even know you exist yet. Because if you want to run Facebook ads to their audience, 15 to 20 to 100 freaking touches until they're gonna buy. You do one webinar with them to their audience, they're buying on the webinar or maybe on the follow-up campaign if they see value in what you're offering. This is the bluest ocean strategy that exists in the space of growing your business today, yet no one's doing it. It blows my mind. I recently introduced someone that I care about. I have no ownership in his company whatsoever. I care about him and what he does. I believe in what he's done. It's benefited me immensely. I introduced him to someone that I know has his ideal customer profile. I know it with certainty. I made the introduction, and I even said, the reason I'm making the introduction is that person A has a solution for person B's community. So get on a call and find a way to bring person A to person B's community. Well, guess what happened? Person B said, I have 100% rapport, 10 out of 10 with Jared. I have a 0 out of 10 with this person, but if Jared trusts this person, I'm at least starting at a 7. That person then showed up, made me look good, got himself to a 10 with this person, and she ended up promoting to the community. Well, guess what happened? The community loved what he had to offer, and then the corporate organization said, we want to put you on a stage in front of 4,000 people that are all leaders within our organization so they can then start using your service, and then roll it out to their teams as well. And I made one introduction that will probably put 7 to 8 figures of business on the board for person A. And I have no benefit in it. I just did it because it was just natural to me. Well, guess what? This is the natural way to build a business. And there's no AI bot that will ever replace this strategy. There will be AI bots that make your ads better. There'll be AI bots that make your cold outbound better, but there'll never be an AI tool. There'll ever be an AI tool, make sure this lands, that allows you to build rapport with people that have influence over your customer other than you just going out and doing this. So you might say, it takes so long, I have to reach out so many times. It's faster to get the sale doing what I'm telling you than doing what you're doing today. And I have case after case of this happening. I'm gonna share one final fun story with you. So years ago at SYNDUIT, and SYNDUIT was my first B2B SaaS company that I scaled, and I figured it out, and that's what we're using today as a mechanism to help other entrepreneurs achieve similar, if not even greater results than SYNDUIT has. I wanted to find a way for SYNDUIT as a marketing software to support industries that were the best kept secrets. And the industry that I happened to care about immensely at that time, and still to this day, was doulas and midwives. Because I have 3 children now. At the time we had 1 and then 2. With those 2 children, the doula was the freaking rock star. I don't know how anyone gives birth without at least 1 doula. In our 3rd child, we had 3 doulas. 1 for my wife, 1 for me, and 1 for the kids. That's how much I believe in doulas. Now, I would say, and I don't know this to be true, that doulas are 99.99% women. There's not many man doulas out there. And if you're a man doula, I applaud you. Amazing work that you do, but they're women. And I don't really look like the person that's gonna influence the doula to do anything. But I wanted to find a way for SYNDUIT to support doulas, because SYNDUIT's a done-for-you marketing software. We grew industry by industry by industry, from chiropractic to legal, financial services, different network marketing companies, functional medicine, yoga, personal training, and I wanted to support birth workers. So I thought to myself, well, how do I get in front of a birth worker? I could try to run Facebook ads, but I don't really see that's gonna ever convert. That's a 5-year journey. I could try to find a way to do cold outbound messaging, but they're never going to buy this solution. Like, there's just no chance. Like, why would they buy a doula marketing platform from me? Like, it just doesn't make any sense. So I started doing some research, and I'm like, there has to be someone who is leading the doula industry. There just has to be. And through my research, I uncovered this woman. Her name, the Rock and Roll Doula. And she's literally a rock star, like incredible, tatted, like loves hard rock. And she built a 7-figure business teaching doulas how to run a business. And I started digging into her content and her offers, and they were baller. I mean, courses and trainings and seminars. But what she didn't have was a software solution that she could plug into her existing offer to make her offer better. Because she was teaching doulas how to post on social media, and she was teaching doulas how to put together newsletters and teaching doulas how to do webinars. But she had no software solution that allowed the doula to execute on what she was teaching. So I reached out to her in a very intentional way, because there's no one that I knew that knew her. And I told her, I have a way to make your current offer better. I'm going to send you a short video. It's 3 minutes. Just watch it. If this excites you, I will drive out and meet with you so we can find a way to form the joint venture. Well, she wasn't just excited. She invited me out the next day. I drove out to see her. She wasn't that far from where I was at the time. We hit it off. We formed the joint venture. I don't know the exact number, but after that webinar, we had about 400 or 500 doulas that signed up for SYNDUIT. I mean, if I could do this in the doula industry for SYNDUIT, I can guarantee you that you can do this in whatever industry you're looking to embark into. But I'm telling you right now, Facebook ads, Instagram ads, YouTube, cold outbound, it has a place, but it's just a very long sales cycle. And when you're in early stage, you got to put points on the board quickly. This is how you put points on the board quickly. Find someone else that has influence over your audience. Integrate your offer into their offer and produce a win-win-win outcome. And that's the blue ocean strategy that will catalyze you more than anything else. I absolutely guarantee it.